Good morning, all. This is Edu Skills, OET made easy. We are trying to make your life comfortable. So our mission is to make you fall in love with OET. If you're watching this on YouTube, kindly consider subscribing the channel. Give us a thumbs up if you like our work, and please do share your comments in the comment space so that we customize our next sessions accordingly. Your need and your mistakes, your challenges are our syllabus for the next session. And this is a platform of the health professionals, by the health professionals, and for the health professionals. Please do share the video so that we reach out to many, those who are struggling to crack OET, especially those who are struggling financially to crack OET. Our mission is to support the financially struggling health professionals. And by the way, it's a non-profit platform. EduSkills doesn't charge for any of our services. And this is an advanced session, not of the batch benchmark study plan beginner session. However, if there are beginners, you may understand the majority of the things, but a couple of things you may not get it. You can go back to the previous videos, of which the links are given below in the description box, including the platform link, application link in the description below. So let me share my screen. Today we'll be taking a different approach. I'll try to move with you. So OET 2.0 Occupational English Test subtest. Today we'll be dealing with Reading Part C, Key Skills. Just to glance over, I'm not going to explain any of these. You know, the signposts or the clues or the strategies, whatever you want to call it. Names of person, device, body parts, abbreviations, scale, synonyms, synonymous language, paraphrasing, comparison and contrast, types or classification, chronology, time expression, sequential expressions, modal verbs, the number or measurement, percent, percentage. Today we'll be focusing on name, scale, synonym, comparison and contrast, then modal verbs, number, and percentage. We'll be taking just 1 or 2 paragraphs and see all these strategies, identify these strategies, and get acquainted with this. Start again.
Mounting evidence shows that drinking any amount of alcohol will increase your risk of developing cancer. What does this really mean for those of us who like a drink? Stress, air pollution, just sitting at your desk. It seems that every time we look at the news, researchers have found yet another aspect of our lives that could be killing us. This month, the Cancer Council Australia steered the debate when it highlighted the risks of one item many of us regularly consume: alcohol. Based on an internal review of the latest evidence, the Cancer Council says it is now irrefutable that alcohol use causes cancer. Estimates suggest that roughly 5% of all cancers in Australia are linked to long-term chronic use of alcohol use. That is more than 5,000 cases each year. Over the last few years, global bodies, including the International Agency for Research in Cancer, have sat down and looked carefully at the role of alcohol in cancer. Based on scientific and clinical studies done over many years. So wow, this isn't the first time that researchers have issued warnings about alcohol and cancer. As the research piles up, so does the strength of the link and the types of cancers involved.
Great reading. Now, maybe you can unmute if there is no distraction behind you. We will be having, in the initial stage, we are taking another approach. You will be telling me, you will be analyzing the paragraph. This is being the session for the advanced learners. You will be doing it, okay? So could you just, you'll have to identify the topic sentence, then the criteria, whatever the criteria or strategies or clues you can find. Can anybody read out the topic sentence? There is the topic sentence on top, bottom, middle. Make sure there is no background distraction. You can unmute and read, tell me, and mute again.
Drinking any amount of alcohol will increase the risk of developing cancer.
Okay, thank you. Admins, we will not remove anybody during interaction. Even if there is a distraction, we will bear with it. So I am going to highlight this. So can somebody tell me what does it mean in nutshell? Mounting evidence shows that drinking any amount of alcohol will increase your risk of developing cancer. That is the topic sentence, the main idea of the paragraph. What does it mean? Maybe in your own words, if you can translate into your own vernacular, Hindi or Tamil or Malayalam.
Research shows that alcohol will increase the risk of cancer.
Will increase the risk of cancer. Alcohol will increase, yeah. So, will increase is important, right?
This not.
Yes,
Future.
Yeah. Is it a fact or an opinion?
Opinion.
Fact.
the fact.
Fact.
It's a fact. Because opinion
Fact.
means you will have, I believe, I think, probably, perhaps, may. Mounting evidence shows that drinking any amount of alcohol will increase your risk of developing cancer. Could you just translate into vernacular and tell me in very short what is the gist of it?
Alcohol increases cancer.
Okay, consumption of alcohol increases cancer. Okay, I thought that is English. No, is it a vernacular? No, I don't know. Okay, maybe native speakers consider it as, yeah. Any others in any other language?
Alcohol.
Alcohol intake leads cancer.
Leads to cancer. Okay. We are using cause and effect language. Okay.
Alcohol is one of the factors for
Any
cancer.
amount of alcohol.
Any amount of alcohol will increase the risk of developing cancer.
Okay. Any
not
amount. What
mentioning-
is it? Any amount. What is it?
Amount of.
Maybe that's
Scale.
a few.
Yeah, it is
Scale. How
scale.
much
Scale.
amount?
Any amount. Yeah, that is scale. Then translating into your own mother tongue, so you'll get the idea behind it.
ഒരു ചെറിയ amount of alcohol പോലും ക്യാൻസർ ഉണ്ടാകാനുള്ള റിസ്ക് കൂട്ടുന്നു.
Any amount, does it mean cherry amount? Small amount?
No.
No.
ഏത്
amount ആണ്.
കുടിക്കുന്നത് എത്രയാണെങ്കിലും കുറവോ കൂടുതലോ എന്നുള്ളതല്ല, അത് ക്യാൻസറിന് കാരണമാകും അല്ലേ? Yes. Any other language? We have some Marathis here. Tamilians? Just let's try so that those who are watching will understand, others will understand. That's very important. Is there anything else which is important here in this topic sentence? Adjective?
Yes.
Some adjective?
Evidence.
Mounting evidence.
Mounting evidence. Yeah. Mounting evidence. That is important because not simple evidence, mounting evidence which confirms the link. You know, so if you understand this, what is the benefit? Okay, let's go to the, we may not have understood the passage. Let's go to the questions once. Okay. Now, okay.
Father, what is the meaning of mounting evidence means?
Mounting evidence means kunnukoodunna evidence means a lot of evidence or plenty of evidence or enormous evidence. Mounting
Okay.
means evidence one after another. All the evidences, you know, evidence is piling up.
The Cancer Council Australia now believe that A, it is undeniable that alcohol use cause cancer. B, it is very possible that alcohol use causes cancer. C, consumption of any amount of alcohol have a 5% chance of developing cancer. D, 5,000 people die of related cancer each year in Australia.
Now, could you tell me what are the criteria here in the question statement? What you have to highlight?
Cancer Council
Australia.
Yes, the name is important so that immediately you can launch into the answer. Now, without launching into the answer, what could be the option? The possible means, is it factual or opinion or probability?
Probability.
It's a probability.
Yeah, probability. So not sure, but our topic sentence is factual statement. So yeah, immediately you know it cannot be the answer. Okay, because they have said mounting evidence, all the evidence in every way. It says it has a link to cancer. Any amount, you drink any amount. You say I am just a social drinker. I am drinking just one peg every day. Whatever, definitely you will have cancer. It's a factual statement. But the option B says it is very possible that alcohol use causes cancer. It is possible. Does it go together?
No.
No. Yeah. Factual statement and probability will not go together. then consumption of any amount of alcohol have a 5% chance of developing cancer.
No, it shows any amount of alcohol will increase. There is no.
Yeah, come on. Now, next one.
Yeah,
B.
they say that.
Yeah, you can argue. They say that 5%. They are speaking here is estimates suggest that roughly 5%. What is it again? Roughly. Scale. See, roughly is a scale. So 5% is not roughly 5%. 5% is fixed 5%, right? Roughly means around, about. Do you get me? The scale expression.
Yes.
Roughly 5 is not 5. Roughly 5 means it can be 4, 5, 6, anything. Whereas the answer statement says I will have a 5% chance, exactly 5%. So the scale will help you to eliminate it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Now next one D. Yeah. Then next one option.
5,000 people.
They say more than 5,000 so that we can eliminate the D answer.
Yeah, 5,000 people die of related. Now here more than 5,000. See how beautifully the strategies you can use and eliminate. 5,000 people is not more than 5,000, right?
Yes.
Yeah. How beautiful. How beautiful you see. So this is ruled out.
A is the answer, Father.
Okay, let me rule out these things to confirm in your mind. This you have ruled out just using both the answers you have ruled out using which one? Which strategy? Scale. Correct? And this one also on fact and opinion. First option. It is undeniable that alcohol causes cancer. Yeah, and undeniable, can you see a synonym somewhere?
Mounting evidence. Father.
Mounting evidence. Okay, mounting evidence is there then.
And also they say that the cancer council says it is now irrefutable that alcohol causes
Where is it?
cancer.
Which line? Exactly, you are right.
Just above the 5%.
Okay. Yeah. Cancer Council says it is now irrefutable. Irrefutable means undeniable.
Which cannot be denied.
How beautiful. Then you are saying you are not interested, you are tired, you are fed up, it is tough, it is challenging. Does it make sense? So as soon as you find Cancer Council of Australia name, immediately you can launch here. Cancer Council. Yeah, here, Cancer Council of Australia. Immediately you can launch into there. But always see that you read the topic sentence. So what you have to do? You have to immediately jump into the Cancer Council of Australia. Immediately jump into it. Then you have irrefutable, synonym. Then you have roughly 5%, scale. This is randomly taken. Okay, this is not a selected text. Randomly I took. I did not have much time today. So just now I took randomly one text. And any text you can find these things. Is that so much clear?
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
Now that is not over. Now we'll go to the next question. We're giving another strategy, beautifully giving another strategy. So read the questions. This is number 7.
Stress, air pollution, and sitting at your desk as example of A. Aspect of our lives that increase our risk of cancer. B. Aspect of our lives that researchers believe could be killing us. C. Ways to decrease your risk of developing cancer. D. Things that people often do when they are consuming alcohol.
So stress, air pollution, and sitting at your desk are as examples of what? So where does it come? Read this.
Third sentence.
Yeah. Could you just read that sentence?
Air pollution, just sitting at your desk. It seems that every time we look at the news, researchers have found yet another aspect of our lives that could be killing us.
So you see, this can be between hyphen and comma. You can strike out. Stress, air pollution, just sitting at your desk. Researchers have found yet another aspect of our lives that could be killing us. aspect. So here there are common things in both the questions. What is that? Aspects. That could be a clue for you. So it is a direct question. But the important thing is another aspect, another is important. Why? Why another is important? One aspect is mounting evidence shows alcohol, consumption of alcohol causes cancer. Another aspect, what kills human lives is
stress, air pollution.
Yeah.
And
just sitting at your stress and sitting at your desk, continuously sitting at your desk. So they are just giving you one cause, another cause. But then topic sentence is not the second one, first one, right? So soon after that, giving one more example which kills human lives, they then give the what you call supporting sentence and developing sentences example here, explaining the relation between consumption of alcohol and cancer. Does it make sense?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Here again, how can you see ways to decrease? Does it have any importance? Sorry, ways to decrease. Anywhere?
No.
Another person.
No.
See, alcohol will increase your risk. So it can never be, it is opposite, right? Of the topic sentence.
Yes.
It is the opposite of topic sentence. So it cannot be correct. Okay? Ways to decrease. Things that people often do when they are consuming alcohol. They don't speak
they didn't
anything.
mention.
Yeah, they didn't mention. It's not given. According to IELTS, it is not given. Okay? So, what is the answer?
B.
B.
Yeah? Yeah.
B.
Aspects of our lives that researchers believe could be killing us.
Yes.
Yeah? See here, could be modal verb that leads you to confirm the answer. Could be is the modal verb, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then you have, yeah, another is the
Contrast.
what is another?
Transition.
No, another is transition. Transition signal, or you can also call it
Signpost.
yeah, signpost or transition signal, or it is also a sort of a sequential expression. First one, second one, third one. Okay.
And also
So
they said research have found. Then here says research belief.
Research, yeah. Stress pollution, and it is, yeah. That can also be taken. Researchers have found. Yeah, yeah. Believe here, yeah. That's another. Yeah, another strategy. That's great. That's how you have to find. Now I know this will be editing will be troublesome, but I wanted you to go with you. Okay. Any other thing you want to? There are plenty. Like I have taught you a couple of them. I haven't taught you everything because you don't require. So how beautiful. And the seventh question is straight over there, even without your could be and other things, all of this found. Okay. No, there's a probability. And this one is so clear. Any clarification on that?
No, Father.
Then I'll show you how to go about it with some slides. So the topic sentence you have, then you have the modal verbs, then you have factor opinion, you have scale, plenty of things in this particular text. You can clearly identify those things. Do you have the name? That's what I said. Most of the strategies are available in this one particular text. Out of 12, you have like 9 strategies in one text. So beautiful. And what is the type of the paragraph? It is like, how can I show you? It is like 2 triangles connected each other, because you have topic sentence here, then you have the paraphrasing of the topic sentence again here. See, this isn't the first time that researchers have issued warnings about alcohol and cancer as the research piles up. So does the strength of the link and the types of cancers involved. The strength of the link of alcohol and cancer and types of cancers involved. So same thing, mounting evidence, the topic sentence is being repeated here. That's the beauty of it. So this is how, if you take different sentences, we will analyze that in another different way. Just to, I have put it to complete. It was not, I did not get time to complete the whole thing. Anyhow, we'll see how we can understand these things. Mounting evidence and questions here. Aspects of our lives that increase our risk of cancer. It's not mentioned there. Stress, air pollution, all those things. aspects of our lives that researchers believe could be killing us. So D, things that people often do when they are consuming alcohol, that's not given there. Now, the Cancer Council of Australia now believes that, okay, Council of Australia name, still the debate when, believes, still the debate. Debate means there is a controversy going on. It is undeniable, irrefutable, and the is important for your writing. The Cancer Council. Why did they say the Cancer Council? What does it mean? It means Cancer Council of Australia. If you have mentioned, for example, in the writing, you have mentioned the name of the hospital once in this paragraph, then next time you can say the hospital. The article, the specific article, no, definite article comes there. The Cancer Council means Cancer Council of Australia. The hospital means if you have mentioned a name of an hospital in your writing, maybe if you say the Muller Medical College, then you can say next time the medical college, which means the Muller Medical College. Okay, so that's another clue for you for your writing. And here it is possible that, possible tells us it's a probability, but the topic sentence says it is a factual statement. And here also it says the Cancer Council says it is now irrefutable, which means confirmed. It is not possible, it is confirmed. And again, beautifully given roughly 5%. The answer option says 5%. So roughly 5% is not 5% scale. And 5,000 people die of related cancers each year in Australia. That is not given here. That says 5,000 is the number of people. 5% means 5,000 cases each year. So 5,000 people die of related cancer. They don't, the whole thing doesn't speak anything how many die. Only how many incur cancer or get affected by cancer due to alcohol consumption is the concept. So again, in the last sentence, it is a paraphrasing of topic sentence. Hope that is clear for you. And also other thing I said, between hyphen, comma, or between commas, or between hyphens, you can definitely think of striking out. And for the first answer, 7th question, you require, it is very straight. The second sentence is the answer. There is nothing else to be read. Nothing else is mentioned about it. So within no time, you can go there. The sequential expression or also the transition word is the clue there. Modal verb is being used. Another clue. Yes, I explained it. I am showing it again and again to tell you these things should be very clear in your mind. See, sequential expression, another modal verb, could. Signposts used, name, Cancer Council of India. Opinion, believe, says, words used. Undeniable, okay, irrefutable, synonym being used. Then you have another synonym, any amount and more than 5,000 cases. So more than any amount, all these scales, 5% of all cancers and roughly 5% is scale. Paraphrasing, mounting evidence shows that drinking any amount of alcohol will increase your risk of developing cancer. And the answer option A, it is undeniable that alcohol use causes cancer. That is a paraphrasing. I have made this in small fonts to tell you that when you happen to have this question and you need not read other things at all. As soon as you read the topic sentence, then you go to the next sentence, you have the answer. Then you know almost 60% of the paragraph is not relevant for that answer at all. So you can immediately go to the next question. Now, transition signals, I will not be explaining these details to you because you know those things. What is transition signals? Sequential linkers. I have told you how beautifully you can use sequential linkers in your right. Firstly, next, after this, before, afterwards. Finally, that you have the same things in your writing as well on admission, on the revisit, all those things. So somebody asked me, I don't know the particular aspirant is here. Yesterday, someone wanted in the yesterday session, someone asked me whether I could give some other examples of comparison and contrast nature of paragraph. So here is one.
Being together versus lonely. One of the humankind's great advantages has been that we band together to accomplish more than we can on our own. You might expect that our bodies would have evolved in such a way as to promote social interaction. And would be right. Studies are revealing that those outside the pack, the lonely, are 25% more likely to be die prematurely, according to the writer.
Drink some water, okay? Comparison and contrast nature, you know, how you can identify. See, here being together and lonely, like, you know, the lonely, socially, one more. You might expect that our body should have. We band together.
Third line.
Yeah. Then lonely, outside the pack and the lonely. You see, when it is comparison and contrast nature of paragraph, you have comparison expressions, right? More than, more likely, more, higher. So the whole paragraph is completely packed with the comparison expressions. This is a comparison paragraph. So the questions will be between being together and lonely. Social relationship and loneliness. So I'm not going to explain this paragraph, just to tell you what is comparison and contrast type of paragraph. This is a comparison paragraph which you can easily understand, and the questions will be based on that. About the pack, outside the pack, the lonely and the socially bound together. People who are socially related and the lonely people. And what are the results or outcome of loneliness? All those things. Even the following paragraphs will definitely explain only those things. Just to tell you, the paragraph, every paragraph has got some kind of nature. Like as I said, classification, comparison and contrast, cause and effect, fact and opinion. So every sentence, it is comparison. So you have the smell of taste or color or flavor of comparison in the expressions like more than, more likely, more, higher, all those things. Yeah, somebody wanted to ask me something? We'll get back to you, okay? Immediately, we will finish one more passage and we'll come to the discussion.
What is the author addressed in the 6th paragraph? Part
Yes.
of it is the aging baby boomers who have seen their children grow up and move out, and whose friends are dying more frequently due to age. Another factor may be the way our culture is changing in ways that invite us, in fact, almost require us to be lonelier and more disenfranchised, according to Cole. Among those is our migration to online relationships that just are not individually as powerful due to the lack of physical proximity. We text, we don't call, and our families tend to be far-flung, no longer residing in physical communities together. A. The reasons for the rapid growth of lonely people. B. The factors that influence feelings of loneliness. C. The factors for the pain that lonely people feel. D. The reason that influence feelings of loneliness.
Okay. Now the thing is this, what is the author addressing in the 6th paragraph? What is the gist of it? Okay, this particular paragraph. Now I have taken this paragraph as an answer to one of your concerns, like do we have any relevance of the previous paragraph when you read the next paragraph? I mean, some of you, I have been explaining it in every part C sessions and in all the videos uploaded. I have made sequencing of every paragraph, which means every paragraph is connected. The introduction is connected to the whole text, all the paragraphs. So when you start this, part of it is the aging baby boomers. Part of it refers to something which was spoken of in the previous paragraph. Correct? Without having that sequencing, you will not be able to get the idea here. So the very fact, part of it, that reference tells you, they say they are speaking about the reasons for the rapid growth of lonely people. Another factor, our culture is changing and all those things, to be lonelier and more, according to Cole. Among those is our migration to online relationship. That is the reason given for loneliness. So what is it? Far-flung, no longer residing in physical communities together. So far-flung is loneliness, no longer residing in physical communities, loneliness, and migration to online relationship is loneliness. Individually as powerful due to the lack of physical proximity. Individually is loneliness. Lack of physical proximity is loneliness. What I want to tell you, everything is based on loneliness. Lonelier, to be lonelier and more disenfranchised. Again, loneliness. Every phrase or every portion of every sentence speaks about loneliness. That's what I said. The key idea should be understood. Okay. So just I want to highlight, don't worry about understanding this paragraph. I wanted to highlight your concern. Do we need to remember the previous paragraph when we go to the next paragraph? The common teaching by majority of the teachers is this. They say you just forget the previous paragraph. No. In part C, in the skimming stage, you are going to identify the identify the, what you call the sequence first. Hope you have got it. Okay. Cool. Here also, I just wanted to tell you one more example. We will not do it now. We have done it once. Just to tell you, connected with the Cancer Council of Australia, you have the name here. Then you have here, you know, all those things called scale and expressions, name, scale, and contrast word, however. All these things are being used. Just to tell you, these are often repeated in many of the questions. Okay, more than two, no more than two, two, and at least two. Here it was said roughly, and more than those expressions were used. So scale is very, very important. And here again, name is there, Steve Cole, no, consequent loneliness. You can immediately go to that particular where the name is mentioned and identify the answer. You can also strike out all those things which are irrelevant. Okay, and molecular, it is clearly says he's been working on this at the molecular level. So we are not worried about the answers. We are just trying to find out synonyms, consequences, ramifications. Biological ramifications of loneliness. Ramification means consequences. Loneliness, closeted men, subjects. You see, here they say closeted men means, men means what you call lonely people. Closeted subjects means lonely people. So again, repetition of the same. So reference, this ramification of loneliness. This is given as a reference. He has been working on this, what is previously said in the topic sentence, that is reference. You have two questions on reference, you know, lexical questions and reference questions. You have 4 from 2 texts. Name Steve. So I said, immediately you can jump into Steve and locate the answer. Okay, that's it. Do you need to visit any of the slides?
Yes, Father. Father,
Yeah.
13 I'm explained to you, Father. 13.
13. Let me check. 13. I was trying another approach with you. Does it help? Now you have to unmute.
Yes, Father.
Thank you, Father. Thank you for the opportunity, Father.
Yeah, this is another approach I tried because so far we did not go in that way. I was trying to make you do the things instead of me teaching.
Thank you very much, Father. I've learned a lot, though I'll need to revisit the other videos. Yeah, but I'm Zambian.
Zambian, okay.
Yes, Father.
Great. Great
Yes,
to have
Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father.
Father, can you please explain this in elimination rules, eliminate the absolute? What do you mean by
eliminate the
absolute?
Absolute means, for example, now you say some of the OET aspirants in EduSkills platform are lazy. There, all of the aspirants are lazy is the absolute. No one is lazy is absolute. Other extreme or this extreme. Say, no, all the human beings are good is absolute. Human beings are good, okay, or something of that sort. Human beings are kind, that is okay. But all human beings are kind. Immediately, many will say, no, my neighbor, that lady, notorious lady, she is not kind. Or if you say, no human being is kind, no human being is kind, Deborah will say, no, Father Saleen is kind. You can't make such statement. Got it? Are you Malayali?
Malayali.
Now in Malayalam, absolute one example could be ഒന്നില്ലെങ്കിൽ ആശാന്റെ നെഞ്ചത്ത് ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ കളരിക്ക് പുറത്തെന്ന് പറയുന്ന ആൻസർ തെറ്റാണ്. ഒന്നില്ലെങ്കിൽ ആശാന്റെ നെഞ്ചത്ത് എന്നുള്ളത് തെറ്റാണ്, കളരിക്ക് പുറത്തും തെറ്റാണ്. Absolute. Got it?
Thank you.
Yes. That's the exact meaning of absolutes. And absolutes are usually wrong. If there are opposites, definitely one of them is the answer. So you can eliminate the other two. That's why when the authentic material is not authentic, they will give two opposites and none of them will be the answers. The third will be the answer. That shows that material is unauthentic.
Father?
Yeah.
Excuse me,
Yeah, please.
Father?
Yes.
Father, I am Nija from Chandigarh. Father, please take daily classes.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Father, I am Nija from Chandigarh.
Yeah.
Father, please taking classes on daily basis.
We have aspirants from 28 countries now. Ours is online. Yeah.
Yes, Father.
Anyone can join.
Yes, Father. I told so many my friends.
That's cool. That's cool, Nelia. Yeah, with patience you can practice. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Father.
Yesterday you can take one of my videos and translate into Hindi, explain in Hindi, so that those who don't understand, like somebody wants Malayalam explanation, you can give a Malayalam Hindi explanation of my English video. There is no worries. You can take a particular video. I can send you the PPT, what I have prepared for that video. So you can use that PPT and explain it. Okay. You can explain it to a small group of people, students. That will be helpful. Maybe we will invite all the Hindi speaking people for that session, not others. And you can explain in Hindi and you can discuss in Hindi after your explanation. Anybody willing to do that in your vernacular or in English, any language, you let me know, okay? That's one of the best ways to improve your competency. Teaching is equivalent to learning 50 times. 50 times. You will get a lot of clarity.
Thank you so much, Father.
Yeah. And these days, people are not giving feedback. Feedback, I told you, it's in the platform as well as YouTube comment space. It's not for saying, Father, you have taken excellent class. Thank you, Father. If you say thank you, Father, these admins and Kata support people will say, we are suffering here, we are struggling, and Father is getting all the thank you. Okay. So, yeah. Yes. So, we are a group of people here working behind the curtain. So, thanks goes to everybody. Congratulations goes to everybody. But the feedback is for the benefit of other people. Now, you say it was house full, 100 people. So, many cannot enter at this time. They have inconvenience because of duty and other things. So if you give proper feedback, they will learn from those feedbacks. I need not repeat the session. I can take a new session. I can bring in new varieties of methods to make you understand.
Sir, Father, I have one doubt. Today's session, no? You were telling about, I think, question number 7. The council says, the Cancer Council says.
Yeah.
In the questions and sentence, Father, it says Cancer Council believes. Okay.
Okay.
And the paragraph says mounting of evidence. So the paragraph is factual paragraph, no, Father. It says about the fact, but the question is saying Cancer Council believes. And there is an option in the answer keys. There is option 1. Option says the first one, the possibility of having a risk of cancer.
Okay. Now the thing is topics and please.
Yes,
please.
yes. The topic sentence. The topic sentence says it's a factual, but the question is there is a belief. That is a imagination. What you said with the future.
The answer is this. Factual statement.
Answer also there is option.
Yeah. Answer. The factual statement. Topic sentence is making a factual statement saying that all the OET aspirants are really intelligent. Okay.
Yes.
Then there are opinions coming by different research studies. One research study says 69% of the OET aspirants are intelligent. There is another study which is saying probably it can go to 90%. 90% of them are intelligent.
Okay.
So there is agreement and disagreement, different opinions. Okay.
Okay.
But topic sentence is to understand the concept. Okay. That is the conclusion, gist of it.
Yes.
Within the paragraph, there are different opinions, agree and disagree. So Cancer Council is giving one opinion.
Yes.
It is possible that. Whereas that could be, it's only an opinion. But the first one is a factual statement, is the result of all the opinions. Agreement and disagreement. No? You say, you have a degree, now you say all the OET aspirants are beautiful. Then someone else says, no, not all, some of them are not beautiful. Then somebody else says, no, majority of them are beautiful. Ultimately, the fact is that all are beautiful. Okay. The conclusion, everybody agreed or the evidences prove that all OET aspirants are beautiful. Okay. In between, there are opinions, agreement and disagreement. That's what your competency is required. For example, you have to understand whose opinion, what opinion, and what is the opinion, what opinion stands.
Okay.
Did you get it? For example, you have a discussion about should you have online classes or offline classes, which is beneficial for OET competency, offline or online. So you have a discussion. Now all of you discuss. At the end, maybe offline is good. Some people said it is very effective and all that. But at the end, everybody agreed. You see, if you go for offline, all of you also cannot go. Some of us are abroad from different countries. We cannot take holidays. Ultimately, the whole group agrees we'll continue with online classes. That's a factual statement. All group agrees for considering the challenges and difficulties faced by many of our companions, we will continue with our online classes. So that particular statement is a factual statement, whereas whatever was coming behind or explanations were opinions, agreements and disagreements were there. Did you get it?
Yes,
again, our format is the first is my session, couple of minutes, 20, 25 minutes. Then you have 5 to 10 minutes. I give you the option to revisit any of the slides where you revisit and ask for the explanation. So I can show you the explanation. Or if you have any concerns or more explanation required on the slides being explained, after every session, I give you a chance to revisit the slides. You can ask me to visit and revisit any of the slides and explain. Once we close screen sharing and come to what you call this gallery mode, it's all general discussions, clarifications, discussions. Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, we will come back to it. You can just text me, okay? If there is any doubt,
yes,
we will come back to it.
Yes,
Father, can I try to explain her doubt? If
we'll
go to according to the paragraph structure, the topic sentence will be the main just keyword or key point. We will get an idea about the paragraph. The next sentence the next sentence will be the supporting sentence. That is the supporting the main topic sentence. So third will be the developing sentence. That can be examples or some beliefs. The answer will be from the belief. That means the developing sentence.
So the competency assessed here, whether you can make out the difference between the main topic sentence and the example, developing sentence.
Yes,
so they may ask a question.
Sentence.
They may ask a question from developing sentence to make out whether you can differentiate between topic sentence and developing sentence.
Yes, Father. Yes.
That is the theory of competence. I'm happy you are all perfect in explaining that paragraph structure. That's great. I tell you, please pass on to your children or your neighbors, because once kids understand this, how beautiful it becomes. They grasp 10 times better what they read. Otherwise, just they are reading from beginning till end. They don't understand this is important, that is this. When you have that analytical skill, students will be interested. Learners will be grasping will be very high.
Yes, Father. I have because myself, I can see the difference. Before and all, I hated this reading part, especially C. But after understanding the paragraph structure, I'm really interested to read this part C.
Yeah, that's what is called falling in love.
I could understand what is mentioning in this paragraph. I can really understand. So now I am enjoying the reading.
Okay, great. That is good to know. And you have to motivate and share these things. Many of you send me audio messages and message me a lot of things like this. These things you have to share in the platform, because there are many people who are confused, especially beginners. They don't know what to do. Because even yesterday you could find some messages there. I am a beginner. I don't understand. There are so many messages. I don't understand where to start, what to do. So you have to tell them exactly. You have to answer. It's not only the support group or the admin panel who have to answer. Anybody visiting that platform, like she did now, you can answer the question. That's how we support each other. And make sure that you add maximum people. We want to reach out to maximum.
Father, could you please arrange lexical questions?
Yeah, lexical questions. Did you watch that video on lexical questions?
Yes, I watched that one, Father. But
yeah, we can take. But there is nothing other than what I explained in that, because I have explained every bit of what is it in that, because it's the easiest questions, 4 questions. Maybe in that same video or some other video, some aspirants have said, I used to leave those questions earlier. Now first I do those 4 questions. As soon as I start C part, because it has become so easy. As soon as I start C part, I start those 4 questions. Then I proceed with others, because I don't want to miss them if I run short of time.
Okay.
This is a time also for you to develop your confidence in speaking. Okay, fluency, competence. Make use of these things. This I am giving a chance, because I can be a speaking partner for everyone in this platform, thousands of them. So giving a chance after every session, couple of minutes. Whoever wants to take the chance, let them speak. That will give them a lot of confidence.
Thank you so much for supporting us.
Yeah, you're most welcome. Let's support each other. Okay, support every professional, every nurse. Nobody
Yes,
should be struggling. Nobody should be hating OET. Everybody should fall in love with OET and defeat OET.
Yes, Father. Yes. Thank you so much,
Yes.
Father. God bless.
Welcome. You're most welcome. Where are you from?
Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. It's all about blessings, Father.
It's all about falling in love with OET.
Yes.
Then only God can bless. Where there is love, there is blessing. Where there is hate, if you hate OET, no blessings.
So we can ask our doubts in Konkani also.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. Thank you, Father. That's
Yeah,
great.
you can ask in Konkani, I will answer in English so that everybody understands. Yeah, and your CODP is starting a mega program on August 16th, I think. CODP, you know?
Yes, Father. Yeah.
Yeah, they are starting for Mangaloreans, a special platform for OET training.
Ah, okay. That's
I
great.
think,
Yeah.
Next 9th is their introductory seminar, offline seminar at the CODP Center.
Okay.
Yeah. Come, most welcome. You're most welcome. Yes.
Father, can I ask one concern?
Yeah, please.
Joby.
Yeah.
Joby.
Yes, Joby.
Father, how to defeat the time? Main enemy.
Time will be automatically defeated when you have competency. You know, when you know how to swoop into the answer without reading everything, or how can you skim? Time is required when you scan the thing, when you read in detail. You know, now you know you have to immediately, when you have a name, you have to go immediately launch into that particular name. Okay, if you are sure about that answer, then you need not read the whole thing. Reading the whole thing happens only when you skip and come back at the end. If you don't get the answer confirmed, or if you have a doubt, you can just tick and go so that you can come and confirm at the end, so that you finish all the answers. Don't dwell too much time on that. Otherwise, when you know these things, topic, sentence, and how to understand the controlling idea and immediately the location where the answer is, then you have extra time. There are so many aspirants who are like wondering, what should I do? Even part A reading, like there are people who have done with 7 minutes, 8 minutes, counter checking with another 2 minutes or 3 minutes, then again 4 more minutes or 5 more minutes left. So such people can just look around and enjoy what others are getting tensed and writing, and time is not enough, and others examiners are snatching away the paper booklet, and all those things you can enjoy. That's your privilege. Now, time is automatically you defeat the time when you have the competency. You have a lot of time left out then, because you out of 800 words.
We wish we can do the same thing.
Yeah, everybody. Yes. People have hundreds of them have done. I know it. I'm not just speaking from the theory. Many are doing it, and many have explained. If you go to those success mantras, some of them have clearly explained how time was extra for them. You know, and even in the self-assessment form, I can see a lot of time spending. No? At the end of it, like they do their, if you have 45 minutes for B and C, they complete with 30 minutes, 35 minutes, both of the parts. Because in part C, if you have a text of 800 words, you need to read maximum 300 or 400 words. You need not read the whole thing. The whole paragraph you need not read. I showed you now, no? Maybe the one question, like only the first two sentences. Immediately answer is there. The other session, you immediately launch into the name and go to the later portion, second portion. You don't read that all. Maybe if you don't find the answer, if you're not sure, you'll have to read the whole thing, the scanning the text. That I suggest always in your revisit, not in the first go. First go, simply answer. And whatever, you know, otherwise you take, if whatever you cannot answer, take and go. Then get back. So that majority of the questions you have completed in the first go. Now you are left with 6 or 8 questions. You have enough time. Then again go faster. If you don't get something, don't spend the whole time there. Then come back again. You have left with two more answers. Even if you don't get those 2 answers correct, you have 460 or 470 or 480. That's enough. Let the examiners have 20 marks.
Actually, what I am experiencing is my mind is not coming with me to next question. I'm stuck. Just I am behind the
I am also doing the same problem.
I am fooling myself.
Okay. No, that is when you practice, it comes by competency. Like, for example, if somebody drives, you start learning driving, once you think of clutch, then you think of clutch only. You don't think of brake, Then you have to think of brake is on the other leg. Okay, brake is here. Then you forget to look at the front and steering, control the body. Then when you hold the gear, you hold the gear, then you forget the steering. But then after that, it becomes routine. You don't think of anything. One leg goes to the clutch, other one goes to the accelerator, another one goes to the gear, and everything becomes normal. That is what the competence. It takes time.
Sometimes, Father, I thought I take a leave when I go to Kerala and attend your live classes.
I'm not in Kerala. I'm in Karnataka.
Karnataka.
Don't baptize me, re-baptize me to Kerala. I have rarely seen Kerala. I'm always a guest in Kerala. But all our admin members, so many of them are there in Kerala. You can go. They will give you live classes. Kata support people are there.
Email ID you give?
Saleen, that is for my personal mail, saleenkj, SALEEN.
Saleen
KJ. KJ, King Jesus, KJ.
Okay.
@gmail.com. Saleen KJ is my name. Okay. Other one is OET Skills @gmail.com for OET submissions. OET Skills @gmail.com. Those are the ways, simple ways how you can support. Just touch the like buttons and share the comments. Whatever you post in the main platform, keep all your feedbacks in your folder and you can just copy and paste over there. So many will benefit. And we are collecting all the comments, okay, YouTube comments. Like into 6 categories we are collecting. One is like detailed learning experience. Other one is summary learning experience. Other one is pinned summary experience. When I pin something, it's very important. Every day I pin some learning experience for the guidance of others. When I pin it, it will be on top always on the YouTube comments, so that whoever comes there immediately finds it. Then we have the pseudo comments, like, thank you, Father. Good class. That is pseudo comments. So in 6 categories, they are collecting it. And all those pinned people and elaborate reading back people will have one bonus session and the preferential admission in all the sessions. Make the platform active, like there are so many people asking questions. Otherwise, they all message me for batch code, all those things. So if you can just respond, the batch code, you keep it in your WhatsApp or somewhere. Somebody asks, just give it to them personally. Not in the platform. Never post the batch code in the platform. In the Telegram, you can put in their personal chat. Create some videos. That is the best way to develop your confidence. Explain any of the aspects that I've dealt with in the previous sessions. You can take the same video and I can send you the PPTs. You can explain. So shall we conclude?
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Father.
Thank you, Father.